Okay, here we go. Hello world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. So today's video is a bit different because it's not the video that I was intending to release. Well, I wasn't intending to release a video today. Last night I had a video which went live. Unfortunately, for some reason, there was only 3 minutes of that video. It was meant to be about 45 minutes long. I think it was a video about listening, where I'd gone out into the wilderness, into the wild, out there somewhere, and made a video. And yeah, it was cut short from 45 minutes down to 3 minutes. So if you were watching that video last night, or you started watching that video last night, and you wondered what was going on because it suddenly stopped after 3 minutes, then I do apologise. I was hoping that it was a problem with YouTube and I could just re-upload the video and away we go. But no, it seems that the problem was with the original file, which somehow had been corrupted or something. It appears like the whole video is there, but it just stops at 3 minutes, even though it says on the time strip thing at the bottom 47 minutes and 11 seconds or whatever it was. It stops at 3 minutes. So something has gone wrong. So I'm going to have to make that video again. So I'm really sorry about that. Yeah, these things happen. And that's part of what I would like to sort of talk about today is, how to deal with these kind of technological catastrophes, you might say. So that video, I'd spent probably the best part of a day making that video. I'd gone out, I'd walked around the area, filming and all the rest of it. I'd come home, I'd filmed a little bit at home, I'd edited it all together, posted it, and this was probably about a week ago, because I do try and make my videos in advance. Posted it and it was all set to go. I was a little bit confused because I'd put some timestamps in and only the first couple of timestamps were showing up, and I thought, well, that's strange. But then I thought, oh, well, sometimes YouTube does weird things with timestamps. Maybe it'll sort itself out. And that was my first clue, really, that something was afoot. It didn't sort itself out. So the video went live yesterday. Unfortunately, I missed the. I set it to go live at 6:15, and I missed that because I was had to go and pick my daughter up from school, and then we were sorting tea out and all the rest of it. So I thought, oh, I missed the first few minutes. I'll catch it though, only to find that it had ended after 3 minutes. I thought, oh, this is what's going on, which of course sent me into a panic. Because I thought to myself, oh my god, the video's not working. What is everyone going to think? Sent me into a bit of a panic. I rushed upstairs to try and find out what was going on. Discovered that the problem was with the actual original video, which of course I thought, oh, that's no problem. I just re-export it. I use Adobe Premiere for my videos. So I just re-export it. Except of course no. Because I'd made that video, it's probably more than a week ago actually, and I deleted all the original footage, because in my mind the video was done, it was made. I'm very quickly running out of space on my hard drive, and I thought, right, I'm not going to need any of this footage again. The video's done. I checked it, but I didn't watch the whole video. I just watched the first little bit, which was working. Everything seemed in order, so I deleted all the footage. So I can't just re-edit it. I'm actually going to have to go back out and refilm the whole thing from scratch. Which, in the moment when I realised that was what I was going to have to do, my heart did sink a little bit. Because, oh, I've put all that effort in. I've done all of the work, and I'm going to have to do it all again. You could say a rookie error. You should never delete the original footage. But sometimes I do because I'm running out of space on my hard drive. And to be honest, on that day when I filmed that video, I was having a lot of technical difficulties. I went out with the camera. I left all my spare batteries at home, so the battery ran out on the camera. I hadn't got any spare batteries with me, so I had to switch to using my phone. Obviously, I hadn't planned to use my phone, so my phone wasn't fully charged, so the battery on my phone ran out. The batteries in the audio recorder eventually ran out as well, so I just had lots of silly mistakes, which really I should know better. I've not necessarily been making these types of YouTube videos for a long time, but I have been worked as a photographer for quite a while in the past, and having spare batteries and that kind of thing is a real sort of rookie mistake. So lesson learned there. However, that's not necessarily what I wanted to talk about. I suppose how do I feel now knowing that I've got to remake that video? Well, there is a certain side to me that thinks, oh, I've got to do it all again. But, the other aspect of it is, well, do you know what? These things happen. If you've got to do it again, you've got to do it again. Okay? Maybe it'll turn out better the second time. Maybe you'll film something more interesting the second time. This isn't the first time this has happened where something's gone wrong with a video and I've had to do it again. And sometimes I think if you can let go of the fact that video or whatever it was, it's gone, it's not coming back. If you can let go of that and then just move on and just do it again, it will be okay. Does it matter? In the moment it mattered, and I got a little bit upset about the fact that it was gone. But ultimately, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter that video isn't there. I think, the few people that there's a few people that commented, had a little bit of a conversation. Johnny, if you're watching this, I'm talking about you now. I think everybody, the few people that watched it in the first, half an hour or whatever of it being live will understand that something wasn't right, and hopefully people are understanding that sometimes things go wrong. So it doesn't really matter. Sometimes we can get a little bit caught up in things, and my wife, as I said in the moment, oh, something's gone wrong with the video, and she said, no, don't get don't go into a panic, don't rush up there now and just try and blah blah. Try and sort it out. Just, it'll be okay. And do you know what? She was right. It will be okay. I really enjoyed actually making that video, and I'm going to have the opportunity to do it again. There may have been things that weren't that great about that video, which now I have the chance to do it again, I can correct. It was fun. I went out on a little hike. I sat down on a nice little bench. I'm giving away some spoilers now, and did a listening exercise, and it was fun. It was a nice video to make, so I'm going to get the chance to do that again. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, and hopefully I will. It'll be a week or so before I manage to do that. It was a pleasant day. The weather was good. We are approaching sort of the end of the summer now, so hopefully I'll be able to have another day when the weather's nice. But if not, it doesn't matter, because ultimately, whether it was a nice day or a rainy day or whatever, I can still make the video, and it'll just be a different video, and that's okay. So, yeah, have you had this experience where you've had to redo something because you've lost a piece of work? Let me know. Ultimately, I don't think it matters. Obviously there are occasions when it would matter. For example, if it's for a project where you're being paid for and there's a deadline and it's taken a long time to get there, and then you realise that something's gone wrong and you've got to do it all again, and you don't have time to. Well, that's a very different situation. That is an entirely different situation. But the situation that I'm in here, and probably for most of us, if we're creating things in this way to put it on YouTube or on Bandcamp or whatever, it probably, we're not necessarily working to a fixed tight deadline where somebody's paying us to do something, so ultimately it doesn't matter, and we can get caught up in our own I don't know what the word is, caught up in our own self a little bit, and think that these things are important when really they're not. So if this does happen to you and you experience this, then all I would say is try not to get sort of too caught up in the emotions of the moment. Obviously, there will be a moment of panic, but just if it's gone, it's gone. Just let go of it, and if you've got to do it again, do it again. Okay. So I just wanted to make this very short video about that, because some of you might be thinking, oh, what's going on? The video was there and then it's gone. It was only 3 minutes long. You might be wondering what had happened. You might not, because as I've said, it's not really that important, so it doesn't really matter. But anyway, so that was that. So I will be redoing that video, and in the next couple of weeks or so it will pop up on here. I've got another couple of videos in the pipeline at the moment that I'll probably do first, and then that video will reappear. So look out for that. A couple of other things that I wanted to mention. So and I thought this is just a good opportunity to do this today. One is really just a big thank you to everybody who has recently subscribed to the channel. Yeah, so I've been doing this channel for a couple of years now, and I had to have a little break from it when my daughter was born, and it's only recently that I've got back to making videos again. And only very recently, I mean, the majority of my videos are or have been instrumental videos, and it's only very recently that I've started doing these talking videos. But since I have, the number of subscribers has gone up way quicker than I thought. The number of views that I'm getting now is a lot more. So I really do appreciate if you are somebody who has subscribed recently, or even if you're somebody who's subscribed in the past. I do appreciate those subscriptions. I'm slowly working my way towards that magic 1,000. Hopefully it is my intention to try and get the channel monetized. It'd be great to be able to earn a little bit of income from doing this. It's I don't do this as a job. I have a job, which is my main job, working in a college where I teach music. But over the years, I guess I've collected lots of different pieces of equipment, and I've done a lot of different things, musically speaking. And it's nice to be able to sort of share some of that. And specifically now, my main interest being modular synth, it's nice to be able to sort of share some of that, which I don't necessarily get to share in my day job. A lot of the students that I'm teaching are your more sort of traditional rock band type students, guitar, bass, drums, and all of that. So it's nice to be able to share a different kind of experience with people on YouTube. So hopefully I can continue to grow the channel. I can continue to make videos that are more than 3 minutes long, and so so thank you to everybody who's been watching and who's supported me, and thank you to everyone who's subscribed. If you do want to support even further, then I've set up a Patreon recently, and also a coffee tip jar thing, which already somebody has pledged to buy me a coffee each month. So thank you very much for that. So those are there if you want to support further. And yeah, it's just nice to be able to do this and share my experiences with people. Oh, a little bit of excitement outside. I live next door to, or not next door to, but just down the road from a high school. So, around certain times of the day, you get a lot of noise outside. Anyway, I think that's probably all I've got to say for now. Yeah, apologies for last night's video. It will be reappearing, hopefully not too far away, next week or so. And yeah, so I'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye bye.